Hello, beautiful souls. I'm here today to share these beautiful images with you as we go into a guided meditation. And the reason I chose to do this meditation about releasing fear by envisioning the future that we're choosing to create is that I'm getting a lot of messages that it's very important for us to be very aware of where we're allowing our thoughts to go. And so this will give everyone a sense of what it's like to spend some time thinking of what life could be like on the other side of COVID-19 and what this new earth could be like that we are choosing to live in. And it's somewhat in response to a lot of talk that's going around about us having to receive medical intervention, I guess you could say, that we may not choose to receive. And this is a way for us to word it in a way that we're choosing what we create, moving toward what we would like to be living in instead of running away from what we don't want to be living in. There's a big difference between the two. If we're running away, we're in fear, for one thing. And if we're moving toward, we're actually using our own consciousness, our own awareness to create what it is that we would like to be seeing in the world. And this is really important for us, for one thing, to become more autonomous and realize that we are responsible for our own creations. And also then to allow our imagination to go, to get out of the mind and just allow our imagination to go. And I'll give an example before we get into the meditation of doing that. So for example, I was talking with a friend and we were talking about just letting your imagination go to create a journey for yourself. And he envisioned a deer coming to him. I asked him to just imagine himself in a meadow and envision an animal coming, and it was a deer. And so I said, and how are you going to travel on that deer? And he, because he was being thoughtful and considerate of the deer, said, well, I wouldn't get on its back because it's a deer, so I'll walk beside it. But what the guides really wanted him to do was to allow this to be magical, where anything is possible. And so they showed me, I spoke to him as I was seeing it, myself hopping on the back of this deer and running through the woods so fast that I had to dodge the trees and I had to become one with the deer so that I could be harmoniously moving through the woods with it and not taking us out of balance or not harming myself as we moved through. And then we came out into a meadow and the deer just lifted off and away we went. So I share that with you because sometimes when you're following a guided meditation, your imagination wants to take you on a different journey than perhaps I'm speaking in my words. And I would encourage you to just let that go. Let your creativity take you if that's what wants to happen as you're listening to this. Often people who are very creative will actually be in tune to the meditation and they will picture things happening before the speaker even speaks it, but they're still in harmony with the meditation and in tune with that. So this is encouragement for you to allow your own creativity to come alive, and especially with this intention of us creating the earth that we're choosing to be living on. So I'm just going to ask you now to get comfortable in your chair and just to prepare to go into this guided meditation. To just make sure that your feet are on the floor, your legs uncrossed unless you're sitting yoga style. And to just feel the weight of your body on the chair now or on the floor. And just begin by pulling all of your awareness into your body, pulling all your energy in. And just sigh on the out breath now, just breathing in relaxation, breathing out any stress or tension. And just beginning to really feel your body now. Feel your head on your shoulders, on your neck. And just notice any area in your head or your neck where there may be any tension. And just let it go. Just let it go in the out breath. Just let all tension dissolve away from your body. Feel your jaw now. Make sure your jaw is completely relaxed. Feeling all the tension moving out of your shoulders now. Letting your shoulders drop and relax. As you begin to feel the weight of your body, as you become more and more relaxed. And that beautiful relaxation is moving down through your arms. All the way down into your hands. Totally relaxed now. Feel the natural rhythm of your breath as you relax even deeper down into your abdomen, allowing all the muscles to relax. And that deep relaxation is moving down into your hips, into your thighs, all the muscles getting heavier as they relax. Down through your calves and into your feet. Feel the weight of your feet. And you feel like they are magnets on Gaia. You feel your deep connection to Gaia, like you are being pulled to her, anchored firmly into her. And you send your intention now deep into the core of Gaia. You see a tube moving down from your root chakra down into the earth, connecting with her inner core and feeling her love there. And you allow that beautiful pulsation of the earth's love, that mother love, to move up through this tube, up into your being. And you see that love of Gaia moving all the way up through your physical body, up through your head, out your crown, at the top of your head, traveling ever up, all the way to the sun as you connect with beautiful Father Sun now. And you feel the warmth and the radiance of the sun. And you envision this golden light moving down through a cord of light down into you now. The golden white light of the Creator is now pouring into your physical body, spiraling as it moves down through, all the way down through your body, down through your central core, out through your root chakra, and down into the very core of Gaia. As you are now fully anchored between heaven and earth, fully protected by Father and Mother. And I want you to bring your attention now, as if you were pulling up from the earth and down from the sun, bringing your attention to that central chakra within your being, the heart chakra, where these energies spin and the beautiful emerald green of your heart comes alive. You see this beautiful green now spinning and filling up this blessed chakra. And as you do, you imagine your physical heart and what it is like to be at your physical heart. You feel it beating. You feel the rhythm of it. And with every heartbeat, you are feeling that emerald green light, and you imagine yourself now in a room in this heart space. And this room is filled with light. And as the light dissipates, you see that you are not alone in this room. And you can think it, feel it, create it. If you don't see it, just allow it to be. Just ask yourself what it looks like. Use your own imagination to create it. And see and feel and sense this beautiful being of light with you now. And in this awareness that you are in this heart space with this beautiful guide, this guide speaks and says, "Beloved daughter of the light, beloved son of the light, it is our great joy to be present with you. For indeed we come as one, and yet we represent many. Here to assist you in this golden journey into the world that you are creating with every heartbeat, with every breath, with every moment, and with every thought. I will be your guide." And as this one speaks those words, it motions in front of you, and you look, and there's a doorway appearing. And the door opens, and a beautiful meadow lies beyond this doorway. And you know it is for you to step through and walk into this meadow, and you feel the light. You feel the radiance of the sun and the warmth upon your being, and you smell flowers. And you hear sounds that are magical, like birds that you've never heard before. And as you step into this meadow, every ounce of your being feels whole and complete, like there could never be anything more than to simply just be here. And you close your eyes and you open your arms to the sides. You look up to the light and you soak it in. You offer the deepest gratitude to be here, to know just even this moment. Because the air is electric with love. And a gentle breeze comes and caresses your face and plays with your hair as if it is full of nurturance and grace. And you breathe it in as if you could inhale the very essence of love that is floating in the breeze. And you smile and open your eyes and look about you once again. You know that this beautiful guide is behind you, waiting for you to choose what this journey will be. What will you do here? Where do you desire to go? And you look off in the distance, and you see a beautiful forest to your right, and before you a crystal palace, sparkling in the light of the sun, inviting you in. And to the left, the meadow drops to a hillside. And you see trees growing down along the side of this hill, and beyond the trees, as it finds level ground once again, is a sparkling lake, dancing light emanating from the lake. like a diamond of many facets. And you find yourself moving forward in this meadow, enthralled by the great beauty that is surrounding you, and yet enticed by this crystal palace. And you know that that is where you are choosing to go. And as you walk along this meadow, it feels as though you are as light as air, barely touching the ground. And you find yourself walking tall, feeling somewhat majestic. And your guide is telling you this is what it is to be the full human, knowing the true essence of your magnificence. And it is saying, walk proudly, dear one, for this is the truth of who you are as a human. And this is your divine evolution to awaken to this knowing once again. And as you come ever closer to this palace, you see that the doors have opened. Big, huge double doors have opened in anticipation of your arrival. And as you come to the base of the stairs, your guide waits there, and there are two guides on either side of the doorway. And as you ascend the stairs, they bow and welcome you and motion for you to enter. And as you enter, the guides take form behind you, one on either side, as the doors close behind them. And you know that you are in this beautiful circle. Like being in the womb, it is so nurturing, so loving. And you realize, indeed, this is the womb of creation. And if magic, before you, a beautiful crystal pedestal arises out of the floor. And on top of this pedestal of glorious light is a ball rotating in a light fountain of water. The water bubbling up and holding this ball that rotates. And as you look closer, you realize it is the earth. The earth itself is being nurtured in the watery essence of the womb as it slowly moves and rotates, and you see it in its beauty. Emerald green, beautiful blue, the ocean, the sky, the land, the mountains, the clouds, full of radiant light. And you know that this is the new earth that you are creating. This is the new earth restored to her beauty, because humanity found the beauty within them once again, and all life was restored to its magnificence. And as you look, your guides invite you to step up a little closer. And as you do, you see that this globe is now becoming focused on the area of the world where you live. And you find yourself looking down upon the country where you live. And you see people moving about in great camaraderie, as if everyone knew each other. It didn't matter whether they had ever met before or not. People greet each other on the street. They smile to another as they pass by. Some stop and speak to acquaintances, and you see them laughing and sharing their joy. A little farther along, you see a mother bending down to help her child who has just fallen on the sidewalk. And she allows this child to have his feelings She kisses his knees where he's been scraped his skin. And he stands up happily, and off he goes again. It is the motion of life, and yet it's holding a great essence of harmony. Everything feels like a frequency of love. And as you look about, you realize there are things that are very different. The vehicles look different, and the buildings are different, as if they are alive. And that aliveness comes from the consciousness of its occupants. And with that thought, you are led to your own home, and you stand outside looking at your home. It is different. It has changed. It is so beautiful. It is magnificent. It's everything that you ever dreamed of your own home to be. And even more than that, it's a perfect vibrational match for who you are. You realize that your home loves you. And you love your home, and realize the more you love your home, the more your home is capable of loving you back. And you can hardly wait to walk through the door and see what it looks like on the inside. You open the door, and a great song of light greets you. The song that is a frequency that elevates your heart and welcomes you home. And you look into the rooms, and they are so full of light. You have beautiful, amazing plants and furniture. It is magnificent. It feels so comfortable and so perfect for you. And as you move through this home of your creation, you are anxious to run out the back door and see what awaits you in the back. And you see a beautiful garden, an oasis that is yours. All the plants, all the life, the birds, the animals. It's like everything you could have imagined that you would love to be living with is there. And you realize it's your creation. It is whatever you want it to be. It can change from day to day. And you have a beautiful relationship with everything there. It all loves you as you love it. And then you become curious about the rest of the world and the other aspects of your life, and you realize there is no suffering. You are free of suffering. And health is restored in very natural ways, very connected to the earth. And also very much a part of the person's choosing. So if someone falls into ill health, they realize that they can easily restore the body through very natural methods. And also it is just an indication that somewhere their thinking has faltered. There's no judgment, no feeling that you've done something right or wrong. Simply an awareness and understanding, and then choosing to use this awareness to work through whatever that misunderstanding was. And in that, restore perfect health once again. And you realize as well that the great divide in the social system and the socioeconomic divide has simply disappeared. Everyone has what they need. Everyone knows how to create. And you become curious about your friends. And as soon as you have that thought, you see them gathered in a beautiful park. And you instantly find yourself there with them. And they turn and they see you and they are so happy to see you. They welcome you over. They are sitting on the grass in beautiful sunshine. And you feel their loving acceptance of you. And then you wonder about your loved ones and your families. And again, you instantly find yourself at their side. You see what they are doing. And they are happy to be with you, of course. And you have a curiosity about what you do with your days. Do you work? Are you employed somewhere? Or is it a matter of your own creativity coming alive, doing what you love to do, and having that appreciated in this new world? And you give some thought to what that would be and how that feels. And you realize, as you think about the government and how this world is held into form, you could say, the foundation for this. And you see a council, a body of beings who are gathered together in a chamber, discussing new changes for your community, discussing any concerns such as those who may be in ill health, or anywhere where the earth seems out of balance, or anyone who has misunderstood this ability to create and faltered in that, and how they can be supported. And you realize that this council, this body of beings who cares for all in this community, indeed has the task of ensuring that everyone is living the best life they can be living. And these people, these beings, care only for the highest and best of all. There is no sense of hierarchy, one better than the other. Everyone is recognized in their essence and what they bring. Aware that they have different roles, but that there is great harmony between all roles. Everyone working with the other, a system working in perfect balance as nature does when it is unhindered. For indeed humanity has realized once again that it is a part of nature. It's a part of a natural rhythm that flows easily and graciously when there is no interference. And humanity has come to understand that when they are in their lives and simply allow life to flow through them without the mind wanting to conquer or control, that their own lives flow in this balanced state, just as all of nature does. The cycles move and pass and grow and change, and humanity flows with it, allowing all to change as it desires to. For evolution is an ever-expanding process of living in and knowing the light. And as you witness this now, your guides invite you to step back once again. And as you step back, you see yourself rising above, in a sense, as this globe once again reflects the entire earth. And you sense and know that every community, everywhere, is living in this harmony that you have just witnessed. And your guides then ask you if you have any concerns or any questions about anything that you have seen, anything that you would like clarity on. And you give thought to that. And you ask them, whatever it comes to you that you would like to know. Perhaps it is to know, how did we get here? How did we create this new earth? What did we do to ensure its creation? Where did we place our thoughts for this to come about? Did we all move here? Think about your questions. Allow them to flow through you. And allow your guides to communicate with you with symbols, with words, telepathically, perhaps with a feeling. Perhaps the answers will come at a later time. Allow the questions to flow, and simply allow the answers to come from your heart, letting go of the mind. And as you ask these questions, your guides are asking you to step closer to this globe once again. A new baby is coming into the earth. And instantly you realize that this new babe, as you look, you see the environment where the mother is in labor. And you look down just as this baby has been birthed into the world, and you see the father holding this baby. And you know that there is a connection with you. You know that life lives on and keeps moving. And you know that part of what is being birthed in this new baby had a seed in your role in this creation. And as you witness that beautiful birth, you realize that every thought you think is contributing to this. Everything you do is assisting the creation of this new earth. And you realize that you will be aware. You will be aware of what you think, of where you place your focus. You will be aware to allow your thoughts to be what you choose to see. I choose a system where everyone is free to decide their own medicine, whatever it may be. I see a system where everybody is cared for. Poverty has disappeared. for everyone knows that their basic needs are met. And with that, you feel a great relief, for you know that the world will change only with that as the beginning. That the relief and the release of the tension simply drops away with that knowing, that awareness. And you realize that all your thoughts will be contributing to the world that you choose to be living in. The world that you would choose to have for yourself and others. A world where humanity is free and governments truly care for the people. And the earth is pristine, healed as humanity healed their own hearts. There are so many systems of regeneration. Even water is somewhat regenerated in the communities in which it's consumed. All these magnificent systems that create so much lush plant life. And so with that, you turn around to your guides and you bow to each individually, deeply grateful for this opportunity. And they bow in return, and as they do, the doors open once again. And you look down the stairs and you see your heart guide waiting for you there. And so you descend the stairs, and this other guide bows to you as well as you do to this guide. And he motions you to step out into the meadow once again, and as you do, you feel the magic of that meadow. The smells and the sounds and the warmth of the sun, and the freshness and the breeze that fills your lungs with vibrant air. It feels alive, and you walk back to that door in your heart space. And as you enter that heart space once again, you are aware of the emerald green in your heart. And you turn to your guide and again offer your thanks. And as you do, you become aware of your body on this chair, on the floor, aware of your feet. You begin to move your fingers and toes, to move your body once again and open your eyes. Feeling the beautiful stillness and calmness of having allowed yourself to go into this magnificent invitation into the earth that you choose to be living. And so I thank you for being here and invite you to use your ideas, your creativity, so that we truly can create such a world. Because truly, we create it with our thoughts. There is no limitation. So I will leave it there. Thank you for being present. So much love.